Welcome to the Raw Report. You know, it's May 7th. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without some dope books to sweat to, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to make a rhyme from the old good stuff there. But shout out to everybody in the live chat. What's good, everybody? What it do, nephew? Oh, Mojo. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you guys joining live. And, of course, this is my reminder to make sure that you are subscribed over here to the Raw Report on Ultra Space Maximus. And because I'm going to be doing a secret variant, I'm going to be doing it a little bit early this week because, of course, with Sunday being Mother's Day, I'm promising the wife that I'm going to be able to dedicate some time to her. But, yeah, you know, I'm sneaking in a little Raw Report pickup here, and then I'll be working on a secret variant. I don't know if it's going to be tonight. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. But you want to be subscribed to make sure that you don't miss that notification. And, of course, the Ultra Box. Yeah, she's jam-packed, but she's getting bigger. Shout out to everybody who, is following me on these wonderful social media platforms. But make sure you like and share the video. Make sure you are subscribed. And make sure if you're watching this on the rewind, you leave me a comment below because it does help me break the algorithms. And, of course, thank you all for pushing me over 500 subscribers. And we are going to get busy with it because we're going to hit 1,000. And one of you lucky subscribers is going to be getting that notification bell to watch a video. And I'm going to tell you how to win the Ultra Box. So let's get into this, everybody, because y'all came to see some things. And guess what? We got some pickups because this is a pickups video. So you guys want to see what Ultra has brought into his collection? Well, I'm going to share it with you. So let's start it off first with the Raw Report new release pickups. And let me accommodate an animal while I organize the books and you all jam out to some tunes. And we are back. All right, so I turned down. Let's set the mood here. So, hey, what's up, everybody? You guys call me Professor Maximus is fantastic, but not really a professor. Promise you. I don't have the doctorate. I don't have the stomach for academia. But here's to that. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your time zone, or if you're watching this on a rewind. So Fuzzy Dunlop, from the sounds of it, you are in the evening side of things. So, all right, let's check it. And what's up with the chat? I don't know what's going on with the chat here. Chat's not showing up on screen, everybody. I'm a little perturbed about that one. So yeah, let's go. Let's see if the full screen with chat's working. All right, we're full screening it, and of course, chat is not working. Chat is broken. What's going on here, chat? There it goes. There it goes. Oh, Scotland representing. See, look at that. All right, so you guys came to see some pickups and stuff like that. So let's get into it. I definitely got some goods for you. And let's see here. Turn a little bit this way. We're gonna start off with the first stack, which is gonna be LCS Pickups. So that's what we're gonna start with. And one of my wonderful annoying animals is with us for the show. So first up and foremost is going to be the Suicide Squad number 3. So the Suicide Squad and Teen Titans Academy are going to be playing off of each other, and you guys want to make sure that you are picking up both Suicide Squad and Teen Titans Academy to get the full story for Red X and whatever's going on with him. Of course, not Wonder Woman, but the Power Princess, of course, on the Heroes Reborn number 1. I did not get the 1 in 200 art germ, but of course I didn't pass up that art germ. And if you guys are fans of the Raw or the Wednesday night presser, you know my read pile, and I'm going to be reviewing this one hopefully next week. Hopefully I can get the reads done and get that one in there. But this one is definitely in the read pile. This is the first arc of Deep Beyond, which is supposed to be a 12-issue limited series. So we'll see how that goes. And then these next two are major eye candy, of course. First off and foremost, you get eye candy from the Mr. Cho. And then your next piece of eye candy is from Babs Tarr, giving us the Crime Syndicate number 2. All right. And then this one took a couple of weeks for them to come in for whatever reason. So this is one of the books. I don't know if you guys seen previous videos of mine where I was doing pickups. The LCS basically got shafted on a complete order one time. They were like, "Oh, we got this one case," and this is one of the books that I was trying to get on order, and I was thankfully able to get a copy. And this was the nicest one of the bunch. I had to go through a stack of them in order to find one real nice one. So I'm still after the remaining 3 Bartels to complete the set. The ones they had another one that showed up in my box, and I'm like, oh man, I had to put this one back. It's got so many spine breaks on it. I'm not taking it, and they know, that kind of thing happens. So shout out to everybody filling up in the chat. We got Azores up in here. We got some Spine Ticks crew. Shout out to Fuzzy Dunlop, man, and God Tank, Texas in the house. Luis Ramirez. All right, so we got more. I love it when you prepay for the first 4 issues of a book and you just walk in there and they give you one. So that was tight, right? And then let's see here. I picked this up just in case because Mad Cave be doing wild things. So this right here is the Mad Cave early look sampler. It's kind of like, I guess, an ash can, but it's all kids stories, kind of like Scoot's imprint from Scout. So you might want to be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. See if your LCS has that. And what was a wonderful one-and-done appearance, and definitely nostalgic for reasons, is, of course, the Star Wars Boba Fett Black Armor. All right, and then, of course, watching Psylocke beat the hell out of herself, and this is Quana, and she's having nightmarish flashbacks of being Betsy with the mojo eyes and stuff like that, man. So this is a wild issue. I thought it was going to be a crossover with the Excalibur book, but it has nothing to do with the Excalibur book. So if you guys are following the last issue of Excalibur and knowing the Psylocke saga, it is really between Psylocke and Captain Britain, who is Betsy Braddock. So Betsy Braddock is Captain Britain. Quanon, the girl of Asian descent, whose body was used by Betsy's mind to be the Mandarin's little puppet. Basically, she's Psylocke now. So I don't know if you guys noticed that, but that's how it's going down. So it makes it very, very interesting. And then, of course, if you're reading Department of Truth, then of course you probably know about this one already, Scotty Young's DOT. And, of course, the Bill Sienkiewicz one. I missed the A cover, but that's okay. Because getting the Bill Sink and the Scotty Young ain't so bad. And I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I was like a huge Nirvana fan growing up. So I don't even read Deadly Class, but when I saw this, I was like, yep, gotta have it. And then if you are not reading this, maybe you should be, because it's going to be over in 2 more issues. And it's actually really, really cool where they take it at the end of this issue to showing an older version of what is indeed our version of Kid Cable. So he's definitely wiped the timeline of the older version of Cable that we experienced for the first, New Mutants 87 up until Extinction number 1, where he gets, or Extermination number 1. So Extermination number 1 is where the first appearance of Kid Cable is, where he comes and kills his older self. Yeah. So, and again, one of the deepest regrets is, of course, this LCS has a limit of 2, and I could have bought 2. But I only got 1 copy of Nottingham number 1. That's okay. Now, I did get the main cover and the variant, and I got to go back and read the 4-issue Cyberpunk first series to wonder why Dark Horse would even consider doing a second series, but I got both covers, of course. So you had to nab both of those. Alright, and then the last new comic book related pickups. Oh, yeah, by the way, Teen Titans Academy number 2. So the week before Suicide Squad, this one came out. And of course I picked that one up. And then this was really, really interesting. So, if you guys are following the Hulu MODOK show that's coming, basically it gives a comic book explanation for that entire universe. It's amazing. MODOK Head Games is also the first comic book appearances of the family that he's hallucinating with. Subroutine, or whatever you want to call it, in the issue 1. But that family is the family that does indeed appear on the MODOK show. So I don't know if it's a long-term spec play, but if you're looking for MODOK Head Games #1, you probably want that one variant cover. It's got the target on it. It's, in my opinion, the best looking one. And then grossly underordered by many, many retailers. And okay, so we all know the classic Venom symbiote versus Spider-Man. Well, what about Conan Symbiote versus Spider-Man? So this is Savage Avengers #20. It does have a regular cover, but the variant cover is the one that I'm talking about. It's probably grossly underordered, and just a really, really cool book in my opinion. Now, this next one, of course, does have a ton of first appearances in it, and also has a death. And I reported on this one on the Wednesday presser. It is indeed the death of Damian Wayne. So Damian gets his heart cut out, right? And then, let's see here. So that is going to conclude that section of pickups. But we here at the Raw Report are not... Oh, see, look, I got the chat working, everybody. Gotta like it. Gotta like it. All right, so up next, since those were the new book pickups, right? We had to do a little bit of this. So back issue bin diving, everybody, and when I go back issue bin diving, you guys know I like to go for just obscure things, rare things, and just things that I don't know, might not be on everybody's radar. So I really, really like to share some of these things with you. So let's get into this list. Oh, and I accidentally did mix in one of the wall books in with the pickups. Oh, look, there's my eBay going off telling me something's going on. Let me check on that real quick. I don't want to miss something, you sharks. Yeah, just telling me something that I'm about to show you guys. So, alright, so in this, let me see if there's any rhyme or reason to it, because it's mostly one kind of book. Save that one for last. Oi. Second prince. Okay, it's kind of organized now. Alright. So, if you guys know that Stan Lee was a writer, he used to write stories, right? Well, did you guys know that he wrote this little guy right here? This is the Mighty Thor number 385. And as you can tell, I picked up both a newsy and a direct of the same book, because if you are specking on a book and you have an opportunity to buy both a newsstand and a direct, in a satisfactory grade for your collection, these are work. If you guys know what I mean, if you know what that thing is back there behind me, I'm gonna try to press and clean these bad boys and clean them up and see what I can do on a white cover. And I need to practice with some white covers. So I did find some with a little bit of staining and stuff like that. So gonna test my mic, because this is Mortal Kombat. Now, while I was back issue bin diving, and I found those, and I worked my way down to another section of books. This section of books sometimes has some stuff to offer, and one of them, it's just one of those situations, right? Like, if you see basically anything newsstand in a super high grade, are you buying it? Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you are, because I know for a fact that I am buying X-Men newsstands in super high grade. Anything that looks like a potential, 9.8 candidate, 9.6 candidate. 9.6 in newsstand is definitely, I buy 9.6 newsstands. I'm not ashamed of it. Especially old labels, you know what I mean? But this right here, just I couldn't leave it behind. It was a high grade newsstand, so I definitely had to pick it up. Let me organize the stack here real quick so I can put some of these away and give me some room to throw some books at you. All right. So yeah, I mean the Thors are cool, but you guys know I'm definitely an X person. So yeah, when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, it's a deluxe newsstand. Like this is hardcore. So Uncanny X-Men, right before the death of Professor X. This is number 321, and this is the deluxe edition. So, but it's a deluxe edition newsstand. So you could have the non-deluxe edition direct and the deluxe edition direct, and then the deluxe edition newsstand is just super uncommon. I don't even know if there was. I don't think there was a non-deluxe newsstand. I think newsstand deluxe was the only way that you can get that book. But of the many different things, so that right there is the Legion quest, and as you know, that led into Age of Apocalypse. Well, many issues later, like 50-ish, they did the Ages of Apocalypse, which also debuted a new X-Men team, and I found a nice newsstand copy of that, so I definitely wasn't going to leave this one here. So yeah, that's X-Ben diving, but we're not done. Because I overpaid for that one. I overpaid for that Ages of Apocalypse one, but it's all right because even though I overpaid for that one, I underpaid for this one at a paltry $4. So not really sweating it. And of course, this is Uncanny X-Men's 544 second print, the final issue. But this is the wraparound second print variant. So good stuff. I mean, it's a nice copy. So I wasn't really going to complain. Now, a couple weeks ago, you guys might have seen I did a little spec matrix on a little artist called Elizabeth Torque. Well, Elizabeth Torque did the second print variant for this book right here, which is just a different version of Cable. And of course, you guys know Cable's definitely one of my favorite X people. The Cable in this story, though, the X-Man in this story, he's like super duper OP, like rewriting reality OP. But that's that. And then the final pickup in the back issue bin diving section, second print, X-Force number 1, just a really nice copy. It's got one little, I haven't pressed it yet, but I'm gonna press it and I'm gonna see what it does. See what it do after the press, everybody. All right, so wow, got sharks over here, shark symbols in the chat, so that means we got some of our drunken chatters in here, so appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah, man. And let's see what else we got here, because I know we got more. I know y'all came for more, so this is the Raw Report, so I'm trying to provide more. And on this Raw Report, let's talk about the mail call books next, everybody. So we got Perpetual in the house, Luis Ramirez in the house with the shark symbols, Real Rude 6, what's up, man? Good to see you. Oh man, we got everybody. Azores, Jamie Sandoval, EDM, God Tank, Fuzzy Dunlop, Perpetual. Oh yeah, see, appreciate you guys tuning into these live streams, and I know I do them off the cuff. So basically, as soon as I got the kid down for his nap, I'm like, yo, Daddy's gonna go hit the computer room. So what's up? So this is the reason why I'm here. But the reason why you're here to see this mail call. So let's see what's on this mail call. And honestly, this is a couple weeks worth of mail calls, so don't sweat the technique, everybody. Don't sweat the technique. And of course, there's a little something at the bottom, right? So first up on my mail call, and of course I had to buy this one via mail call because my stores aren't ordering 25 copies of Sword. But I'm loving this book. As a Cable fan, it's definitely on my radar. And man, I swear these animals are ungrateful. You let them in one place and they won't back out. Now, oh, look at this, the foils, Berserker 1 and 2. All right, so yeah, you know what that means. Oh wait, there's another set. So yeah, there were supposed to be 2 of these. Only one of them didn't make it. That's this one right here. So I got the good one, And I put that one in the Mylar, but I had to take a bunch of pictures, and I'm about to send a message to the seller and be like, hey, yeah, so out of all the books, I would have been okay if one of the foil Berserkers didn't make it, because I can go to my LCS and replace that one for cover price, no problem. But, yeah, the Something Is Killing the Kids 8th print did not make it, so that's going to suck. I have to deal with that, but that's okay, because Comic Karma comes back around. But nonetheless, you guys, if you are following Drunken Chat, you guys might have paid attention a couple weeks back where I did a little bit of a showcasing of these JCPenney second prints, and of course you can tell. Let me move my finger to the appropriate side. Boom, this guy right here. If you are looking through the Darkhawks and you see the 30th anniversary Spider-Man logo at the bottom right there, that is indeed a second print. And that second print only came in the JCPenney pickups. So those collector packs. So good luck to you guys out there. And if you are hunting those, it's a sick set to pull. Now, all right, I gotta say something about this artist. So the artist that did this cover does a ton of this specific character. He actually has one variant that exceeds $10,000 in 9.8. Currently, there's a 9.6 up for like $13,000 of a drawing he does of this character. Now, I was browsing and I was looking for a different book. And the other book said, oh, low stock, and it told me how many were in stock. I was like, oh, cool. Let me check some of these other covers real quick. And this one had 2 left in stock, unsigned. So, I obtained it, and it is by far, I think, one of the better drawings that he's done of the character. So, this right here is Uncanny X-Men Jeff Scott Campbell exclusive. I know there's a ton of covers for this book, but this right here is, of course, the Psylocke and Archangel variant that I just thought was phenomenal looking. And again, I was able to get 2 of them, and these things are nice. They come, My Light fullback with a little Campbell sticker on the back side of it. So, fantastic job, Jeff Scott Campbell. And the reason why I went there is because this bad boy is on sale. And I don't know if it's still on sale, but I know the low stock warning was sent to me and that it was on sale for a good price. And, of course, you guys know how I feel about this cover. It's one of my favorite X-Men covers, even though I don't have one at the moment. It is still, the death of Jean Grey and that whole, death of Phoenix thing. Phoenix must die. Cover swipe from Uncanny X-Men 137, man. This is where it's at, right? So, yep, had to get that one. So those are those Uncanny X-Men swipes. And then shout out to Wanted Comics. Haha, number 4s. Hope you guys are getting your sets together. I'm working on it. Really, really am. And of course, while I was shopping Wanted Comics, I went a little bit deep into the 1 in 100 territory. So here's your Jane Foster Valkyrie 1 in 100, and of course that guy right there. Yeah, that version of Valkyrie predates her as Thor, and she's a god. Just saying. And then I saw some of my friends talking about some of these Marvel actions, but they got the later ones. But did anybody else get the earlier ones with Miles, Black Cat, and Gwen? This is Marvel Action Spider-Man number 7. And of course, that run did get popular with the Venom covers. So, yep, good stuff there. And then if you guys know that I am all about the IDW books. I collect a lot of them. So, this is one of those things. So, when you're looking through the back issue bins for IDW books, you want to be, mindful of what they tag them as. So, they got their cover A, usually your cover B, which what you're looking for, of course, is the RI incentive cover. So, this is RIB for Star Trek Discovery Aftermath. And I want to give a shout out to Drew from Wanted Comics for the recommendation on that one. And then some of the other just really cool books that IDW's put out recently. And if you didn't know about this one, you probably know about the TV show. And you might watch a TV show, because it is based on a TV show. But there's the retail incentive B cover for Narcos #1. Just a really cool looking cover. Obviously, a little snow, right? Snow, bullets, and money. So, and then of course, IDW has a bunch of other really good hidden secrets. One of those is, of course, they have the Sonic the Hedgehog titles. And my son loves Sonic the Hedgehog right now. He's playing it on his little blue tablet. Got one of those Amazon tablets that lets it ride. What's good? Cherokee Metal in the house. So this is a retail incentive cover of Tales for issue number 21. And then these right here. So the Dora Milaje obviously making waves after their appearance in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Just one of the cool stories one of the cool Black Panther stories, and it's an all ages story. So it's one of those that definitely fits into the lives of a lot broader of an audience than some of the stuff that we're reading, like the Galactic Wakanda stuff that we're reading right now over in the main 616. Probably a little bit much for your average kid reader. So, but there are retail incentive covers to these things, man, that are like super, super hard to find. Check your kids sections. And then if you see this one, it's kind of a ghost, and if it's not a ghost, it's kind of expensive. But Black Panther Marvel Action #5, that Shuri cover right there. So probably one of the better Shuri variants out there, and she doesn't have a ton of them, as you know. Okay, this one's my own fault. I caught a little bit of FOMO. So I picked up the Afra variant on the FOMO, and I don't regret it because it's one of those things. Dr. Afra looks like it's probably going to be a huge property. And then I like this one too, and of course I overpaid because it looked like a 9/8 candidate, and it's got almost all black front and back. Well, no, it's got an all black front and back cover. So it's going to be like one of the toughest 9.8s out there. I see one non-color break on the back. I'm gonna see if I can, dead that out in a little bit of press action. But this is probably going to be a pretty rare book out there. And I'm just saying because I know these things don't pop up, but you guys are watching Spec Matrixes on Drunken Chat. Y'all are following the kind of stuff that I'm specking on, and this is the difference again. This is some other people will tell you about spec books when they're selling them. I'm the guy telling you about the spec books when I'm buying them. So, and this is where it creates a dilemma for me because, of course, I try really, really hard to not go broke. Yeah, but, Afra is a solid bet, and some of those are really, really good. So, thanks for that reply there, Cherokee. And, of course, McFarlane Hulk, everybody. So look, it says that this guy, other guy did the cover, but we all know that McFarlane stepped in there, re-inked everything black, and just drew the face. So that's definitely got McFarlane's teeth, but McFarlane is not credited with that cover. Thank you for that, Joe. And then, of course, you guys know, so if I got that McFarlane Hulk 333, you guys know that I nabbed one of these. Oh, what is that? So this indeed is one of the JCPenney reprints. As you can tell, it has the little corner box here. It is missing the upper part that says 30th anniversary. This one just says The Amazing Spider-Man and has that stuff deleted out. So I don't know if you guys got good back issue bins at your LCSs to be able to be bin diving for that kind of stuff, but you should be on the lookout. So I've got 2 books left. Now, if you guys follow my IG, you kind of saw that I was faced with a dilemma this week. I had an opportunity to buy one of the Boba Fett variants for $90. like what? So it was the director's cut. The director's cut variant for $90, and I left it on the shelf. And everybody's like, but it's a more straight, it's a straight bet, man. Boba Fett, Star Wars incentive variants. I don't know how I feel about that, and I honestly think that I made the better call. So this was on the shelf. Now they hadn't priced it yet, and the old price was on the back of it. So when I walked up to the counter, I showed him, the price. And he's like, "Oh man." I'm like, "I know it's not your sticker on it." So, but with discount cards and everything, I ended up getting all of my new books for basically free, and paying them not too bad price. It was definitely cheaper than that Star Wars variant. So I walked out the door with an insane book, I think, because this book is super, super on the rise. Now, it definitely needs a little bit of the Maximus press treatment, but once I get this bad boy taken care of, we'll see what it do. And I it's got a couple of spine breaks on it, so I know that CGC is not going to be super nice to me on it. But 9.0, maybe 9.2 potential. That's where I'm thinking this thing's going to fall. If it does either of those two, I'd be extremely happy with the purchase. But you can't go wrong with the McFarlane Hulk, everybody, and especially with what's going on with all the bronze. The Bronze Age stuff right now is going crazy. So all that stuff that basically up to 91. If you're collecting it, props to you. If you have it in your collection, even more props to you. I know I sold off a ton of these books. Like, this is the second time I've owned a Hulk 340. So that it's one of those crazy things, man. Like, if you flip these books before and you're watching what they're doing now, some of us are right now buying back the books that we've sold off already. You can't blame us, but at the same time, you can blame us and be like, "Hey, man, why would you do such a thing?" But nonetheless, I'm super happy with that purchase. However, I get to close it off with this one, guys. So this is a book that, and I'm going to take away the chat box for a second here because I want to full screen you. There we go. So sometimes when you're browsing and you've got a list of books that you're trying to buy, right? You got your watch list. Get your watch list on eBay and you're watching things, and you see the last raw copy show up in the ended listings, and there's no more for sale. None. Zero, zilch, nada. And you're going crazy, and you can't find it. So I lucked out because there was a raw copy for like $40, and I'm like, okay, it's the only one, it's inexclusive, so I can understand this. And you guys know that I'm not really big on store exclusives unless I really absolutely like the art. I gotta like the character. You sense some heat coming. Perpetual might be a little bit. Let me put the chat back on here. So Perpetual says he senses some heat coming. Well, my friend, you may very well be sensing some heat coming. It's not classic Todd Father. People. Well, that one was a classic Todd Father, but this one is not. So, anyway, I saw the raw sell for like $40 plus shipping, and then for $19.99 more, I see a 9.8 show up. I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me! So you guys know, of course, I humped the buy it now button as fast as I possibly could. And that shelf behind me is about to have a replacement book being put up on it. That's for sure. So what I really like about this book, and it's really, really odd, and I don't know if mine's a misprint upside down, but on the back cover it has the cover image, and I'll show you exactly what it is. No, it's definitely not Turok number 1, but all right. So again, it's an acquired taste, and of course it is a CGC 9.8, but of course this is the White Phoenix. From Phoenix Resurrection. Jeff Scott Campbell does, like 9 covers for this book, and this is the only one of the covers I was like, yeah, I really want that one. So I've been eyeing this book for a while, and I watched all the raw copies, just like I said, disappear. They're gone. And then I started looking for, just diving on my searches and stuff like that, and one popped up. I was like, oh, I have to instantly snag it. And like I said, it was really, really weird because on the back side of it, you actually have this. Let me get the glare off of there. So on the back side of it, you have this right here, which is the front cover image without the trade dress. So 9.8. Yeah, man. And again, like, if that happens to you guys, it was meant to be, right? Like, if you're looking for that book and it disappears and then it pops back up a little bit later and you're like, oh, I didn't win the last one, maybe I'm going to win this one. Well, I do wish you luck, and I do hope you win those books, because I know what it means when you win the score. And yeah, I gotta take down the other JCPenney variant that's up on the shelf right now and put this guy up in its place. So It is what it is, everybody. But I do want to thank you guys for tuning into this Raw report. And we're not quite done yet. Please stick around for the remainder of the show. Because, I got some things I might want to share with you. And Sith Lordly in the house, my man. Good to see you here. All right. So, that was the mail call portion. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, cheap graded books, dude. There's some Comic Karma coming back around, right? The Comic Karma said, "Oh, you missed out? Well, let me find somebody who's going to list a slab for you." So you guys know I am Ultra Maximus, and of course you are watching the Raw Report. So please make sure you are subscribed, because on this channel, as we approach 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away something really, really ridiculous. But the secret variant is, of course, being moved up from Sunday night, because I got to spend Mother's Day off the grid. But there is an auction that I got to watch on Sunday night, so I got to sneak an eBay snipe in late night. So help me out here. But the Ultra Box is, of course, my reward to you guys, the fans, and one of you lucky fans is going to win this box. And if you haven't seen the details of what's inside this box, well, you can go back a couple episodes on Drunken Chat and you can check out what I put in it, because it's nuts. Lots of first appearances, some second prints, some I think it's a bunch of goods. Hopefully you guys agree with me too. Now, I see my background music has stopped. I don't know how long it's been stopped for, but let me see here. Let me check something here real quick. Yeah, what's going on here? Oh, yeah. Well, let's start off again with New Beginnings. Okay. So now that we're back with some New Beginnings. The way to get notifications, obviously clicking the notification bell on the subscription for the Ultra Maximus channel, but also you want to follow me on over there on IG. Go ahead, and I do approve basically just about everybody, unless you look like a spammer trying to steal some information from me. But nobody's really trying to do that for me. They're just trying to steal spec. But yeah, follow me over there on those spots if you got the ability, but don't forget to tune in to the very next episode, and I'm working on it right now, actually. So it came down to, do I finish the spec matrix for tonight, or do I finish the FOC list? So that's why I'm not sure if I'm going to go live today with a secret variant, or if it's going to be tomorrow. But we're gonna do the secret variant soon, so make sure you guys tune in tonight, though, 12:30. I am missing the dad nap, so I don't know how late I'm going to be able to make it happen here today, but 12:30 a.m. tonight, you're going to tune in to Drunken Chat, everybody. That's where the Spec Matrix Variant Edition. And, of course, don't forget to catch me Wednesdays over there doing the Wednesday night comic book presser, 10:15 p.m. Tales from the Flip Side. Make sure you subbed over to them. Just cracked 4,000 subscribers on that channel. And, of course, the next episode is going to be lit. New Comic Book Day is already looking good. And shout out and props to my man Eric S. Hurd for some of the logo work he's done on my channel. Make sure you are following him over there on IG. And of course, the soundtrack is provided by White Bat Audio. It provides us with the royalty-free music. So yeah, man, and appreciate the congrats, everybody. And of course, this means that it is time to buzz on out. The end of show. It is the end. It is time to go, but it does not mean farewell forever. It just means until next time. And appreciate you guys again tuning into the live stream. So I will check you next time. Peace.